Hello and welcome back to the Round 1 Back 9 coverage of the 2019 Discraft Ledgestone Insurance Open. Our coverage is supported by Earth+Him CBD Specialties. We've got Germinate commentary, Jeremy Koling, joined by Nate Perkins.
Thanks for having me again, Germ.
Dude, it is a pleasure to have you, buddy. Look at this front nine. We've got colors galore. We got triples, doubles, birdies, bogeys, pars, everything.
These are all pretty respectable scores, though, on that front nine.
No, without a question. See the front nine, Emerson Keith going
Yes.
birdie, par, birdie, par, birdie, par, all the way through the front nine, 5 down. McBeth is a great start at 4 under himself. You get to watch his back nine coverage beginning right now. Hole 10 is a par 3, 450 feet across this marshy plain that just became a thing. It wasn't like this last year, but
No, it wasn't.
we've had some heavy rains up here in the Midwest, and it now kind of makes the hole a little bit trickier. I don't know why, but for some reason it feels that way.
Yeah, you just don't want to throw your disc in the water.
Yeah,
It
that's
just makes
why.
you think.
That's exactly why.
And that creek is up quite a bit, and it's raging. So you throw in that creek, and your disc is gone.
Sure.
This is a big forehand. Simon opting to go
Yeah,
forehand on this 450-foot hole. It's
it's a
pretty
big flex,
surprising.
and he's come up a bit short, but that's still
Yeah, it's all of 400 feet.
good effort. And Paul has...
Why does he have that putter in his hand?
He has a putter in his hand. I don't know what he has this putter in his hand for,
It's
but
tailwind, but he's throwing it.
he's got a Big Z Luna in his hand, folks.
This is getting all the way there. Should we retire now or later?
Probably later, but not too much longer from now.
I don't understand why. Just because he can?
I think it's because he can.
That can't be the best
That's
percentage.
It's the hammer smash, dude. You see that? You're like, look, Dana's like, I don't know what to do after this. I got to throw
Oh,
the
yeah.
farthest turning right shot I've ever thrown in my life to get 50 feet short. I don't know.
That's what it is. It's just like crushing. It's like basically a big putt. You're big
Yeah.
driving the.
I can see
rest
Garrett
of the-
throwing a mid here, though. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
a putter is unreasonable. But anyways, back to Garrett's shot.
This is great.
Yeah. Look at that right break. This is going too far.
Unbelievable.
No, it's not. It's going perfect.
Once again.
This is amazing. I don't know my distances today. I'm a little bit off. That's amazing.
And that's his backup rock too, because he lost his go-to on hole 2. So it's
but-
pretty impressive.
But that's the backup rock that was his original go-to, I think.
We need to
know more.
We need more information.
More information. Paul just going to
I
go
am stunned.
putter.
Paul, I'm stunned.
Yeah. That's awesome.
There aren't that many putters out there actually that have that much integrity where you can throw it that hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, a little bit of a tailwind, but yeah, there's to be able to throw something that has that much stability, but then also is that straight at the same time. Those two combined for that distance to be able to hold the integrity, like you're saying, it's well thrown. Garrett, awesome birdie as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Garrett's going to 2 under. And this is when the scoring really starts to pick up. We got these 3 par 3s in a row with 10, 11. Well, actually, going back to 9.
Yep.
You got 4
That's the
birdies in a
stretch,
row.
yeah.
This is where you really have to start going low with your scorecard. And the hole 11 is just a par 3, 300 feet. The thing that makes this tricky is that the basket is just completely blind from the tee box. And you just really have to line up your shot and commit to it and trust it.
You're a little guarded from the wind too. Like
Mhm.
you're in a little pocket on the tee pad, so it's sometimes you'll make the wrong wind read, and it can slam your disc out of bounds or even lift it and carry it right.
And that's looking fine. A little bit short, but close enough to do the trick. And I definitely don't want to say this is a forehand only, but you are going to see most of the players, if they have a serviceable forehand at all, they're going to be trusting on this flick here. And Garrett coming up a little bit short, and that's kind of like, it's weird because you almost have to play lawn darts with this grass being as thick as it is.
Yeah, you're not going to see too many skips. Simon going with that FD3 that's been in his bag for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm. And if the grass is any shorter there, that's in super danger of skipping out of bounds right. And that wall actually wraps around to the right. Last year, it did not. And so shots like this, that's probably going to go up. Nope, see? That's going to stay in bounds. But last year, with the
That could've
grass being
trailed off.
lower and also the wall not being there, that was out of bounds for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And this was already the easiest hole in the course a year ago, and then just made it probably even a little bit easier this year.
Yeah.
Look at
Great
that.
putt from Garrett. That's a tough distance for him, and
Mm-hmm.
he gets that one up and puts it on the pole.
Dana stabs that in there for his birdie.
He totally is stabbing it. He's just like kind of just
Trying to take
getting
your
those hips
thing.
in there.
That's your thing, dude.
I like to think I'm slowing my putt down these days.
Yeah, sure. But you still stab it. I mean, that's cool. Like, that's your thing, man. You're good at it.
Hey, these guys are all good at it. Star frame.
Oh, yeah.
He did it.
Yeah, sweet. More money to charity. And we're moving on to the infamous or famous, I don't know which one you want to call it, but we've got the water tower hole 12, 354 feet uphill to a blind basket right behind the backside. This is as iconic as this. Like, when you think of Ledgestone, I think you got to think of this
You
hole.
think water tower hole for sure.
There's just nothing else like it.
And it's super difficult and really, really dependent on the wind.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any kind of headwind on this hole, you're throwing uphill and you're exposing that. I believe there was a little bit of right to left yesterday, so it was kind of helping these
Pretty
shots.
favorable. And that is a park job for Paul. Not as close as that CTP flag, which I have my name on right now currently. And Garrett, that is super
It's the
wide.
stick.
Oh, yeah,
All
that
right.
is inside the circle. He's going to be happy with that.
But you know, the difficult thing about this hole is that the layup is not easy.
No, you have to go for it, essentially. If you lay up or if you go out of bounds and have to go to the drop zone, it's
Uh-oh.
not easy.
These tend to roll.
Yep, that's rolling. Is that going to curl up in time? Oh,
I don't
no.
think so. That's not good.
Simon is going to be taking a bogey at best here. Dana also, this is pretty wide. That is not enough hyzer, and he will also go to the drop zone.
And the drop zone is so tricky, guys. It's that basket is right behind the water tower, so you really have to get this one close. Whoa.
Simon.
And that was in danger of actually going out of bounds.
Gosh, yeah, he was trying to do too much with that, I think. You just want to gently go around the outside edge. You've seen Dana throw this exactly the way you're looking to throw it, but Simon is going to have a long putt
For bogey.
for bogey. Yep. Oh.
Didn't quite give that one the height. No medal on that one. Just right side. I mean, he was definitely overcommitted on that putt. Did not want to card at 5.
Look at this stretch right now for Paul.
Yeah, that's a solid stretch. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
that's the stretch that we talked about.
Yeah.
The one blemish, 3 and
A hole 7.
A hole
I
7,
mean,
but
that's a tricky hole. I mean, there's enough trees in the hole where it's not like a deuce or die hole. It's just one that you'd like to get, but everything else is perfect.
we got to give a shout out to Colton Montgomery
Oh, yeah.
completing this hole in one.
One throw is all it took for Colton. And I don't know if he was in the CTP or not, but if he was, I don't appreciate that.
It's his second big ace.
I know,
this
he got one
year.
at GBO. And it was
Similar
actually
distance, 350.
And it was hole 13, and this one was hole 12. So
Oh.
maybe he's going for the whole course, just one by one, starting from hole 12. Anyways, all right.
Moving on to hole 13.
Yeah, this
This is such a sweet hole.
maybe the second signature hole in this course.
Yeah.
Basically, the play is hyzer to 400-foot hyzer to a 300-foot hyzer to a 300-foot hyzer, something along those lines.
Yeah. This first shot for these top guys is pretty routine, but very difficult for someone who is not comfortable throwing 415,
Yes.
420-foot hyzers.
And it's imperative that you land in the right spot, because if you go too far left or too long or even too short, you're not going to have access for that big hyzer second shot, which is what you need, the way you need to play this hole if you want to get a birdie.
Yeah, you really need to land on the right side
Mhm.
of that tree, right where all three of these players.
Yeah, these
have
are all
put
looking pretty ideal. And Simon throwing a nice high wide hyzer to maybe the best spot because he has the widest angle.
Mm-hmm.
He might be the shortest, but the distance is not the important thing on this shot. It's just all about getting the right angle and then just putting yourself in a good spot. And that is a good spot.
It takes something special to design a hole like this.
Mhm.
I mean, the basket is so far away from the tee pad, and all the shots are carrying out over the water. There is actually another fairway on the left side, but
it's almost impossible to access the green in 3 shots if you're going up the left side fairway.
What is he doing here?
Garrett might be going for the second landing zone, which is ultra aggressive.
I'm confused. Why?
I got drawn into that last year, and
it's. I mean, he was obviously going for the pin right there.
yeah, it just is. It's right there within like eyesight, so you think, oh, okay, I can do it, but it doesn't really get you anything more than just playing this shot that you're seeing Paul and Simon and Dana play.
Yeah, I mean it's Garrett, so I mean he of all people he can visualize a shot like that, but it's got to be low percentage even for him.
Simon, that couldn't have made that hole look easier. Wow.
Yeah.
Just so simple.
Just like you said, 400, 300, 300.
Mm-hmm.
Dana doesn't like it. It's okay though. A little downhill look.
Paul doesn't even know how to throw it soft enough. He's just like, Jesus.
It's becoming too easy for him.
Garrett's doing the wiggle to get positioned inside the rough, and wow.
Whoa.
Great shot from in the rough, and it looks like his play has worked out for him.
Sorry, Garrett.
Yeah. Won't question you again there, buddy.
No, I won't.
Well, maybe we will, but not for this time. This time you get the pass.
And that was a death putt from Dana, and he just laid that one up.
Mm-hmm. Man, and if Dana had been closer, we would have had a star frame on this hole.
That's a good start frame.
Yeah, and a lot of times par 5s are the ones where you're going to see the best scores, but this one averaged 5.67, so this one was eating people up. Yeah.
That was groovy.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
3 birdies on 13. Pretty awesome. Moving on to hole 14. One of my favorite additions to this course in the last couple of years. Beautiful hole design here. Really difficult low ceiling tee shot. And really, no matter how aggressive you get off the tee, you're going to have 400 feet at best. Hyzer with water closely on the right the whole way.
Often a headwind, too.
Mm-hmm. It's a really tricky hole. Main thing is trying to avoid the out of bounds on the left side, and Paul is
at the stick.
Wow, there's that
course.
4-time
Just grabs.
WCL.
Yeah.
Garrett looks like a Luster AVR X3.
That is a very interesting disc choice. Maybe he likes to lay up to that position to leave himself the 500-foot hyzer rather than the 400-foot.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's playing it for just the 4.
No way.
Maybe not, but it just didn't seem like he even threw it hard enough to get to a place where it would be like an ideal landing zone.
Yeah, I agree. And Simon also going mid-range off the tee there.
Mm-hmm. The mid-range gets the players the opportunity to get down the fairway without much risk of it going out of bounds to the left. This doesn't.
Oh, be
just
nice.
Don't roll.
Be nice.
Okay. And Dana's kind of in part best scenario now.
Oh, he's got a tricky little run up.
Yeah, he does.
He's taking this cloud breaker out over the water.
And you see that follow through was very abrupt and short. And oh my gosh! Wow.
Very fortunate.
But yeah, that was a nice follow through from Dana to not swing around and hit his hand on the tree behind. And
and Garrett turns. Did he hang it too wide?
He might be saying goodbye. Yeah, that's.
Oh no.
That is way too wide.
Oh no. that's one of his go-tos. We've seen Garrett lose 2 of his favorite discs, a driver and a mid now.
Mm-hmm. This one's looking like a nice approach shot, but it could be long. Oh, yeah, he's well long, and that is going to be probably a 6.
That's unreal distance, though.
Yeah.
All on hyzer.
Mm-hmm.
80 feet long of the pin.
Yeah, he still surprises me. This is looking like a nice wide hyzer from Simon. If the distance is right, it should be a really good shot. Oh, a bit short.
This is an Onyx, correct?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Is it 10 speed?
It's like a hybrid driver speed, so that's just really good speed for this shot,
I
apparently.
guess so. 400 flat to hyzer, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have a lot of movement on it. Kind of like a PD flight.
Mm-hmm. And Dana playing the nice approach shot to get his 4, and Garrett giving a nice run from 60 feet.
And he just got greedy from being out of position to try and go for it. Paul's got the last 7.
Million holes. He's 8 down in the last 9. And he's doing it so easily. Like, there's not been one time when we've said, oh,
there's
that
no tension.
Yeah. He hasn't made any crazy putts. He made a putt from outside the circle on 6.
That's it.
That's it.
I mean, he's just been hitting the pole and tapping him in.
Easiest round of his life. Hole 15, par 3, 315 feet, but you can go ahead and change that 15 to probably a 60 because it plays so much further than 315 feet. Being
Absolutely.
up this big hill here, the basket is blind from the tee box because of a big tree that's in the way. So you can kind of see the base because that big white base you can see it through the leaves a little bit. So you got an idea of where the basket is, but getting the distance right is just difficult.
He's just doing this to tease us again. He's got the putter in his hand again. The stable putter, too.
He's not doing a Luna. Come on. Is he throwing a Luna? He's not going to let us
Which
know.
one did he choose?
Oh.
No.
I don't know what disc that is. This has got a lot of turn and not a lot of height.
Looks
That is
like
not
too much.
Yeah, that's not going to climb the hill. It's a long putt left for Paul. I don't see him making 9 birdies in a row, but
Are you calling a miss?
I'm just, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't want to say that. I take it back.
Simon going DD3, forehand. I mean, he threw it 315, right?
Yeah, ish. I mean, no. No, he didn't throw 315 feet.
You don't think so?
No.
I feel like this one's like 350.
Yeah, I agree with you
Big
there.
forehand.
Dana, the backhand is
Guessing
so
this is a
awkward.
CD2 from Dana.
It's just such a particular angle to throw on this one with the backhand. The side iron
having
just
that
opens up.
OB left really forces these players to turn it over.
Wow, and 3 backhands from the group. Garrett just throwing the right disc, though. Having that rock that holds the line the whole way, and he's still coming up quite a bit short with a great-looking throw.
Yeah, beautiful shot from Garrett. So Jomez called the miss.
Come on, don't put that on me.
Oh
I knew
my
it.
gosh.
I knew it.
I thought he made it.
God. Don't. Okay. Simon, what are you calling? Quick.
Right side, in.
Oh, left side in. I knew you were wrong. Awesome putt from Simon.
Great SloMez. Look at
Yeah.
the rotation.
This is one of the few
Good catch.
elevated baskets that you can be pretty aggressive on because it's uphill the whole way. So you're not going to go too long past it. Garrett just not getting it up.
Yeah, his putt really needs to start off with some loft, and he's kind of not really getting that height.
He has a very lofty putt for putts like inside the circle. He likes to do the high up and down.
Mm-hmm.
But on these ones, it's tough to putt so high when you're already putting uphill and then you're putting to an elevated basket. There's
Right.
a lot of different factors going on.
Yeah, it's hard to really tell yourself to get it 15 feet in the air.
Yeah, no doubt. Big putt from Simon. He's going to have the tee box going into hole 16. Par 4, 606 feet. This is a really fun hole to throw a backhand roller if you're a righty, but those bushes that are on the right can be really tough to get into. And also, if you don't have if it cuts out left, there is OB the whole way down this fairway.
Yeah, it kind of filters down there too. I love watching the backhand roller on this one though.
Well, Garrett went 60 feet long last year, and I think he two'd it once as well. So I'm really excited.
He two'd it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And Simon, that is a shank off to the right.
Oh, no.
Fortunately, it didn't keep going, because if that had gone to the bushes, that might have been more of a penalty stroke than just landing straight down where he did.
Yeah, I agree. Bushes are tough.
Paul going for the roller play. This is looking absolutely beautiful.
No, it didn't. Gets the stump.
Yeah, it's just perfect.
Still stays on line, though.
Yeah, I mean, just exactly what you want. It really didn't. I don't think the stump hurt or helped it in any way. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it just slowed it down a little bit, but I think the result would have been the same.
Dana going with that CD2 again.
That's a beautiful pure line shot right there from Dana. That's going to be a blind approach to the green, but still a good one.
Oh, Garrett. Wow. This is going to be way down there.
This is how he gets.
Oh, it needs to turn. And it's just filtering down that hill, and it's going to finish
It's going to go out of
left.
bounds. It's going to go. Don't go out of bounds. Oh, sweet. It didn't. Now, any other year, that disc is about 700 feet past the basket. But this grass out here has been so thick from all the rain that it just doesn't allow it to get that big roll.
Yeah, that's a good point. Whoa, and Simon from way out of position attacking.
And unfortunately, just stays on the edge.
Fortunate. Those bushes are thick. It's actually OB right to the right of those bushes, too, if it punches all the way through.
And Dana going for the forehand. We haven't seen him throw too many forehands. That's got to slow down, and it does. Bounces on its back. He's got about 25 feet.
I mean, look at this. After that roller, he's just got a nonchalant little hyzer approach.
Simon gets it underneath the ceiling and just a little bit long.
I believe at this point in the round, the rain has started to come. Yeah. See Hannah McBeth there with the umbrella. And even just a little bit of rain kind of changes things on the card, changes the grip up. The putts become a little bit more difficult.
Oh, no. Paul missing back-to-back pars. I think we may have lost him. He might be done for. Oh, no.
And Dana missing everything left.
Simon, a nice par, never in position.
It's a good save.
Yeah, scrambling the whole way up there and makes a nice putt from 25. And Garrett's eventually going to get to the head knocker there for the only birdie on the group.
Yeah, that's surprising from this feature card. Hole 16, where are we at, Jerm? What was hole 16 playing? I feel like it was one of the easier holes on the course.
I mean, not really. It was right there in the middle.
Yeah, still playing over par.
Yeah, quite a bit over par, 4.38. It's not a hole that I mean, I think when you line up to that hole, you're thinking it's not too complicated like a lot of these holes are. You're not thinking of like a big number score.
Yeah.
But just not a lot of birdies. And that the weather really played a big part in that. I'm sure those later rounds having to play in the rain. Everything's difficult in the rain. Hole 17, I'd say another iconic hole out here, the island hole. The Reed Friscara skip play off the water hole, if you will. I think he kind of claimed that last year.
Yeah, I think he deserves it.
And Garrett going with the high rock 3.
Looks good.
Yeah, that looks so good.
This is such a small green.
Mm-hmm.
This is such a small green, and even with the grass being taller this year, I did see a lot of this skip long.
Mm-hmm. It does help a little bit that the green is on an upslope, so you can kind of come in there with a little bit of pace and then have it check up. But if you're going in there fast with a driver, you have to have the right angle. Otherwise, you will definitely go over that cart path out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, and you see it's definitely raining. Paul, as soon as he gets the grip, he's just going,
and that's
ripping his zone.
Yeah, going for full speed zone rip and just parking it. So easy.
And this is one of those holes that it's a 2 or a 4. You know, you miss this island, and you're going to a pretty difficult drop zone, actually.
Pretty difficult.
It's a pretty difficult drop zone.
Yeah, is it?
I think so, yes.
Dana will be going to the drop zone.
And we're going to see how difficult this drop zone really is, throwing onto this postage green with a little bit of wind.
Well, he's left it, and
20, it slopes down toward the water.
Yeah, okay. If you have a flick approach, it's not that hard.
If you have a flick approach.
Okay.
But for the average disc golfer to put that one close, it's not second nature. It gets you thinking.
Sure. And, I mean, your point is proven. Dana Vicich is going to be taking a 5. Did not get up and down from the drop zone, so Nate 1, Jeremy 0, unfortunately.
These are good birdies, though.
Yeah, I don't care how your round's going. If you pick up a birdie on 17, you're feeling a little bit better about everything.
Paul's moving to double digits.
Yeah, no one else is.
He's smoking the field.
Really anywhere close to that.
Especially with this onslaught of rain. So where it's like 2 o'clock right now, maybe 1:30.
Yeah,
or something.
we're getting into that 2 o'clock range at this
and
point.
tee times go all the way until 3:30. So a good portion of the 1,000 rated players are just now starting their round, and it got nasty.
Yeah, and hole 18, final hole, par 4, 711 feet. Such a fun par 4. I love this hole. There's the backhand driver play up the middle or the backhand roller play are two very common plays. Some people that like to get frisky can go big high Anheuser over the water, but you don't see that very often. Garrett's just going for the flex play. That needs to get down.
Is he going to lose 3 of his Frisbees?
Oh, that is
I can't believe this. He lost 2 of his main drivers and his main mid-range during the first round of this tournament.
That is such a bummer. You can see Simon kind of protecting that disc to keep it away from the rain. He is going for the big high Anheuser roller.
And it just disappeared.
Oh, no, not the roller. He's just going for the big flex play.
Wow. That is way up there. That is disgusting.
Wow.
And you actually got a good view of that storm system that's coming in right there.
Paul going for the roller play. I like this play a lot, especially with the grass being as thick as it is. You're not going to get as far as you would in years past.
Oh, it needs to stop.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot closer to the edge of the water than
checks up.
I thought that would not be the play, or that would not come into play because of the thickness of the grass, but I was wrong. Once again, Nate.
If that lands flat, that's going to be money.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, great shot from Dana. There's that storm coming in. I just want to give this guy a hug right now. He lost all his Frisbees.
Yeah, he lost a lot of Frisbees, but he's still playing well at 4 under. And up and down here.
Oh, and you can just see that rain.
Yeah, and that should be a pretty routine bogey for Garrett. Walking away with a 5 on this hole after losing your tee shot. Not a bad score. 3 under for the round is a really good score in these conditions.
Great looking shot from Dana to get into circle 1. Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was sweet.
Mm-hmm. And Paul really wasn't close to the water at all. It just kind of looked like it from that reverse angle.
It looked like he was like touching the rocks.
Yeah.
But wow.
Teach me how to do that.
Trickle right down to.
Wow. Paul is going to get down to 11 under for the round. Just amazing.
Oh, and this looks like it has a little too much hyzer. Okay.
So Simon will have.
I also don't know where we are in space. And Garrett just stepping right up with the Sonic.
Yep. That would have been a killer 4 if he just jammed that for the par. So Simon has missed his birdie putt.
Oh, man. Just not getting his legs really involved in that putt. No. Oh, no. And look at that, the angst from that rain. And he's still smiling.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
Yeah. Paul with a pretty decent 11 under, yes, if you like things that are amazing.
Oh, my goodness. And, last year, first round, he shot 1 over par.
Pretty good improvement.
That
course will do this. I mean, this is like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde course if there ever was one.
It really is.
I guess you can shoot 11 under. I don't know about that, but I know some people can.
I don't know if we've seen double digits here yet.
Yeah, I'm sure at some point in the past somebody's done something good, but that was special, obviously. McBeth just 2 pars on the back 9.
Alex Russell 7 down.
4-stroke separation on Alex Russell with another great round. Reed for Skira.
Reed, I'd like to note that Reed actually played in the heart of the storm, so that 6 down is one of the better rounds of the day.
Very good round for him. Unfortunately, I did see that he took a bogey on hole 17, so I think he probably went for the skip shot and didn't get as fortunate this year, but I'm sure he'll stick to it. Thank you guys so much for joining the JomezPro Founders Club. Really appreciate your support.
Let's all come together and go swimming for Garrett's discs, please. I mean, let's just use the community.
Don't listen
What's
to
it
Nate.
good for?
Stay out of the water. Come back for round 2.